This is Dead Silence, a Kelsey Hawk mystery, Book 4, written by Kate Bold, read by Caroline. Prologue. Greta pushed her cart out of the store. She had picked up everything she needed for the coming week. It brought serenity to her life when she could get everything in one trip and be set up for the week to come instead of having to go out multiple times. And not only that, but she had timed her exit to perfection. The sun was rising on the horizon, sending streaks of pink and gold into the sky. Life didn't often work out as it should, but there were brief moments in the chaos when everything felt okay. Greta hummed softly to herself as she walked back to her vehicle. She looked at the bags in her cart, and the young man who had packed them for her had done a good job. Some of the younger lads would throw everything into the bags without thinking about what might be crushed. Her bags were neat and organized, and she would unpack them on the other end without frustration. It was turning out to be a fine day and a good start to the week. Although it will only go downhill from here. She tried not to think about it, but her mind didn't always cooperate. She hummed a little louder to block out her intrusive thoughts. The other good thing about being out so early was having no one else around. She didn't mind people sometimes, but they always looked at her strangely when she hummed in public. Besides, people did much worse than that in public, so they could judge her all they wanted. "Excuse me." Greta jumped. The voice was so quiet that it should not have made her jump, but it had been unexpected in the empty parking lot. Greta took a deep breath and counted to 3, ready to turn and face them. "Let's get this over with. What is it this time? Some homeless guy or drunk wanting money or something else? Someone wanting to tell me to stop humming in public?" Greta whirled around to see who was behind her. As soon as she had spun to face the man, he raised one hand, as if in surrender. "I am terribly sorry for startling you," he said softly. His voice had a sing-song quality to it, very melodic. "You didn't startle me," Greta challenged. He sounded harmless, but he didn't look it. The man was not overly tall or big, and he didn't have a commanding presence. It was his clothing that posed him as a threat. He wore dark pants, a dark jacket, and a low-brimmed hat almost pulled down to his nose. Her eyes flickered to his hands, scanning for a knife or other weapon. He was holding something, ready to beat her and take what little money she had. "Apologies again. I know I should not have snuck up behind you, but you dropped this." The man held up what he was holding, a butternut squash. He held it in front of him like someone might wield an axe, and it was completely ridiculous. Greta let out an unintentional laugh. "Sorry," she said immediately. "I just—"
Sample complete. Ready to continue?